Hello everyone, welcome to this week's weekly market review for Monday the 30th of October to Friday the 3rd of November 2023. My name is Vishal. Let's get started. All right, so let's start with the monthly chart of the Nifty, and we could see a little bit of selling pressure coming in on the monthly chart of the Nifty, and depends on how this candle closes. What is interesting to see is that if we go to the weekly chart, for the very first time in this entire uptrend, right, we have this potential weekly supply zone. Right? So seems like the markets, even if they do give us a bounce, it's not going to be very easy for the market to cross 19,530 to 19,892 very easily. And right now, the closest level of demand that we see on the weekly chart is right below this level over here. Right? So close to around 19,000. Let me just mark this. Yeah, so 18,600 to 18,460 will be a level of demand to watch out for. This is where we can expect to see a bounce, and 19,530 to 19,892 will be an area of resistance where market will not find it very easy to break these levels. If you go on to the daily chart, there is a very clear level on the daily chart around the 19,500 handle, and the level that I'm talking about is this level over here. So this is a very strong level of supply, 19,521 to 19,686. Now, what we are seeing is that the markets are giving us a little bit of a bounce from this area of demand here. But what I'm seeing on the chart is that if there is any kind of bounce, the bounce might be restricted and the trend might continue to the downside till and until the weekly level hits. So 18,600 will be a level to watch out for in case if the market has to go further down. And to the upside, we have 19,521 to 19,686. If we slightly go on to the 75 minutes time frames, so let's go here. So there are a couple of areas of supply. You have this drop-based drop area, which is quite evident and clear. So this is 19,260 to 19,356. And yeah, pretty much it'll be interesting to see if markets close above this level. If the markets do close above 19,356, then they will have a room to go towards that 19,500 level. Otherwise, I see that more or less if the market does come to this area, then it might revisit this area or might try to go below. So 18,735, 18,655 level of demand, and 19,260 to 19,356 will be the level of supply. Let's move on to the next market, which is Bank Nifty. So let's quickly have a look at the levels on Bank Nifty as well. So we are seeing a similar picture on the Bank Nifty as well. If you look at the monthly chart, the monthly chart is also indicating a little bit of bearishness or corrective move to the downside. And if you go to the weekly chart, again, very similar to the Nifty, we have this weekly supply zone in the making. Not as good as the Nifty supply zone, but it's still there and a lot of room to go to the downside. Right? If you go to the daily chart, let us see currently from where we are actually getting the bounce on the Bank Nifty. So if you look at this area over here, this rally-based rally, this rally-based rally is preceded with a gap here. Right? So if you mark this level, this is the level from where the prices are actually bouncing to the upside. Right now, this could act as a strong level, but as I said again, that this is going to be a key area to watch out for, right? So in case if there is a strong bounce also onto the Bank Nifty, it might hit 43,555 odd levels, and then we might see a possible downfall coming in on the Bank Nifty as well. If we go on to, let's say, the 75 minutes chart, Let's look at the key levels on the 75 minutes. This is the 15 minutes. Let's go to the 75 minutes. So just around this consolidation, we do have this area of supply. And this is the price point, which is coinciding with the 19,250 odd level. So if both these levels are hit simultaneously on the Nifty and the Bank Nifty, we might expect to see a further downfall, right? The trend is still down on both the indices. So it is going to be very, very important for the markets to close above 43,837 on the Bank Nifty to show any kind of change in trend. But right now, it's just going to be more sells on rallies to say so on both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Let's look at the Nifty financial services sector. And let's look at some key levels, because more or less the levels on this indice is going to be more or less coinciding with the Bank Nifty levels as well. So let me just remove all the tools and let me mark the levels from scratch. Okay, so let's start with the monthly chart on the Fin Nifty. Again, very, very similar level to the Bank Nifty. So still some more room to go to the downside. And here you can see that the level of weekly supply is a little bit more clear and evident on the Fin Nifty chart, right? So here you can see this is that base drop, and still showing some kind of move to the upside. All right, let's move on to the daily chart where the markets have opened. If you go to the daily chart, again, very similar to the Nifty and to the Bank Nifty, we see this area of supply here, base drop. Just go ahead and mark this. So the base drop is from 19,495 to 19,727. And again, just like how the Bank Nifty is bouncing from this gap level, more or less we might see the Fin Nifty also bouncing. And as you can clearly see here, that 18,850 to 18,860, 660 will be a level to watch out for. So these are the two key levels of supply and demand on the Fin Nifty chart. Okay, if we go to a slightly smaller time frame, let's go to the 75-minute chart. So currently, we did close in a level of supply or closer to a level of supply. And the level of supply that I'm talking about is this area over here, base drop, right? So if I just mark this level here, price did come close. I don't think it triggered the entry. Yeah, and that's where we are seeing a little bit of a selling pressure coming in towards this gap fill over here. Markets are still very uncertain because of whatever is happening right now in terms of the war tensions, etc. Plus, we have the FOMC meet on Tuesday. That's also going to keep the markets a little bit uncertain right now as we speak. In the first few minutes, markets from being slightly in the positive territory have slipped down and have gone below 19,000, right? So that's also the risk that is looming right now. But let's see how the day pans out, and hopefully we should be able to see some kind of stability in the market. Let's move on to the next market, which is the USD INR. So let's load the USD INR chart here. Let's just wait for the chart to load. All right, so we are on the USD INR chart right now. And as I said that the USD INR chart gives us a fair clue of where the indices are likely to give their big moves. But what we have been seeing is for a couple of weeks now, the level of 83.29 on the USD INR is just not being able to breach. And if you look at all these candles are unable to close above this high over here. So it's going to be very, very important for the USD INR to close above this for the markets to show more bearishness. And because the USD INR is not doing that right now, the markets might tend to remain a little consolidated. And because the markets have already fallen right now, they might just start moving slightly to the upside towards that 19,250, 300 quarter level. On the bottom, I still feel that Nifty has, 18,800 will be a crucial area. And of course, anything below 18,800 will push the market down closer to 18,600. So anyways, let's wait and watch to see what happens. And within no time, markets have again, recovered. Now they are just about 10 points, nearly flat right now from nearly 40 points, 50 points down, right? Okay, on the daily chart, let's have a look at the USD INR. So we did get into this level of supply. Now what is going to be interesting to see whether this level of supply holds or whether this level of supply breaks. If this level of supply does break, then there will be a new level of demand which will be created here, right? So markets are going to be a little evenly poised right now to see what the USD INR does either today or in the coming days. Let's look at the India VIX. Let me change the chart. Let us see what the India VIX chart is suggesting us. Okay, so if you look at the India VIX chart, and as the chart has already loaded, we are seeing a little bit of an uptick right now in terms of the volatility. And you can see that on, let the charts load here. So let's go to a 15 minutes chart. And you can see how the VIX has risen from nearly 11 to 12% within no time. Now, what is interesting for us to also note and see is that because we are anticipating this FOMC news and also because of the war looming, we have to see whether the VIX is able to cross these levels. Right? So even if the market does push into these levels, it might drag the indices a little bit down. But as long as this 12.60 to 13.02 holds, the markets might remain at close to around those 19,000 odd levels, unless and until something drastic happens and we break the VIX and the market moves above 13%. Okay, so just keep a close watch on 12.6 to 13.02, and if this level holds, then more or less the markets will be stable. But if this level breaks, then we are going to see more downside on the market. All right, let's analyze a stock for this week. And the stock that we are going to analyze for this week is going to be HDFC Bank. So let's quickly have a look at HDFC Bank. Let's add it to the charts. All right, so let's look at the HDFC Bank chart, and the level of interest on HDFC Bank is going to be first this area over here on the weekly chart. And this is the area to watch out for, because this was the area from where the markets kind of tried and pushed to the upside. So in case of there is any kind of bearishness that comes in, I would say 1440 odd levels to 1365 this would be an area to watch out for on HDFC Bank. And of course, because HDFC Bank is such a big heavyweight on the bank Nifty, somehow the bank Nifty might might get a little bit arrested over here because of HDFC. So let's wait and watch to see whether this level does get tested in maybe this week or maybe in a few days, or if HDFC Bank is able to give a bounce from this level. That would more or less stabilize the bank Nifty as well. All right, so pretty much this is it from my side for this week. I hope you enjoyed the analysis, and if you do like our channel, do hit the subscription button and do give your valuable comments in the comment section. Have a lovely trading week, everyone, and please watch out for the news coming out this week before you place any trades. Take care. Good luck. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.